The WPIAL Quad A final pits two teams that finished second in their respective sections. Bethel Park ended the season in the loop behind Moon in Section 4, while Albert Gallatin ended their campaign in the Section 1 loop behind Norwin. Tonight, forget about number 2. They're the top dogs in Quad A basketball in the WPIAL. Who will be number 1 when it's over? We'll find out tonight on Comcast On Demand. Welcome again to the A.J. Palumbo Center on the Bluff in Uptown Pittsburgh. It is the Quad A Boys Basketball Final. And tonight, the Bethel Park Black Hawks challenge the Colonials of Albert Gallatin. Very pleasant good evening to you. Chris Shovlin, Jim Elias. We're here at the Palumbo Center for what should be an exciting Quad A final. Two teams with very interesting backgrounds. Both of them finished in second place in their sections. Bethel Park behind Moon, and Albert Gallatin just couldn't seem to beat Norwin this year.
No, they couldn't, but when they came up big when they needed to in the WPIAL playoffs, both teams right now playing the best basketball of the year. And that's what you got to do when you're ready to go for a Quad A championship. Whoever's playing the best at the end is going to win it.
Jimmy, when you talk about Bethel Park, you have to talk about guard play. They've got a couple of good ones. Mike Papp averaging 6.5 points a game. But really, Tim Pickard is the man to watch tonight.
Yeah, Tim Pickard's more of a scorer. Mike Papp, though, I think he's the guy that guides the train here. You watch how many balls this kid deflects. Great defensive player and probably one of the best passers I've seen in a long time in the WPIAL.
For Albert Gallatin, it's going to be Jawan Alston. 20 points a game. He's headed off to the University of Buffalo.
Yeah, Jawan Alston is a very good prospect for college. He's a small forward type. 6'8", can handle the ball. He's a slasher. He makes the Albert Gallatin go because you have to concentrate so much on him, and he is a good passer, and he will give the ball up to these other guys who are very capable of scoring.
We've had some great games and great crowds here at the Palumbo Center. This one should be no different here tonight as we get set to award another gold trophy from the WPIAL in Quad A basketball, this in the league's 100th season. And we're getting set to go to our national anthem, and singing for us tonight will be Rachel Narr out of West Allegheny High School. And before she sings, our colors are being presented, our national flag accompanied by members of the Marine Corps color. And they are from West Allegheny High School and the United States Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Commanding the color guard and carrying the national color is Cadet First Sergeant Mark Washaball. The organizational color is in the charge of Second Lieutenant Josh Pickens. The rifle bearers are Major Danielle McDonald and Sergeant Amanda McDonald. And right now, everybody is on their feet as we get set for the march on of our national colors and our national anthem being sung by Rachel Narr. Again, the colors being presented by the students at West Allegheny High School in Imperial, winners of the Class AAA boys basketball title here at the Palumbo Center last night.
The rifle bearers are Cadet First Lieutenant Monique Testa and Second Lieutenant Danielle McDonald. And now, to honor America and to honor freedom, the singing of our national anthem by West Allegheny High School junior, Rachel Narr.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the
Rachel Nahr out of West Allegheny High School. And the color guard also from West A here tonight. A great performance again. Our students from throughout the WPIAL have been singing our national anthem for all of these great 8 championship games here at Duquesne.
We really have some talented people in the WPIAL. Boy, these girls can really sing. Really enjoyed it.
Now let's meet the starting lineups, and we'll go to our public address announcer, Randy Cosgrove, to introduce the starters for both clubs.
Of Section 4, second place team, the Bethel Park Black Hawks. A 6'1" senior, number 3, Michael Papp. A 6'3" senior, number 12, Tim Picard. Number 13, a 6' senior, Nathan Rayburn. He's a 6'3" senior, number 32, Alex Wadowski. And a 6'3" senior, number 42, Andrew Vukela. The head coach of the Black Hawks, Mike Mastriani. And now the starting lineups for the Albert Gallatin Colonials. A record of 21-6, second place out of Quad A, Section 1. He's a 6'8" senior, number 32, Jawan Alston. A 6'4" junior, number 4, Aaron Cromwell. 6'2" senior, number 15, Ricky Knox. He's a 6'3" senior, number 35, Mark Marshall. And number 23, a 6'6" senior, Nate Turner. The head coach of the Colonials, Dan Andrea. Your officials, referee George Preisendorfer.
Both ball clubs, Albert Gallatin designated the home team tonight, wearing their silver gray tops and pants, and Bethel Park in all black. Larry Taddeo, George Preisendorfer, and Dave Shatner are the officials working the game here in the WPIAL Quad A Championship.
And this is going to be a fun game to watch, because what you have is Bethel Park, a team who likes to control tempo. They'll slow it down. They play excellent man-to-man defense, going up against a team that loves to run in Albert Gallatin. Very explosive team. Fun to watch. So two contrasting styles, Chris. That usually makes for an interesting game.
Rare that you see 2 second-place section teams come into the championship game, but they've earned their way to the top.
Well, this whole WPIAL tournament at every level, single A, double A, triple A, quad A, it's been crazy this year. A lot of upsets.
Here's the tip. It is controlled by Albert Gallatin. Jawan Alston knocks it backwards and gets it off to Aaron Cromwell. Now on the right side wing, that's Mike Marshall. And Mark Marshall's going to dribble and pick it up. Ricky Knox over to the left side. The shot is up, off the mark, out of bounds. And Bethel Park gets to take it back on the miss.
Man, that's unusual for Coach Mike Mastriani to come on in a 1-3-1. That just shows you how he respects the quickness of Albert Gallatin. Doesn't want to go man-to-man yet.
Mastriani was the coach at Keystone Oaks for a while. Of course, won the WPIAL title with the Quakers at Quaker Valley some years ago.
And Albert Gallatin also comes out in a 2-3 zone defense. A little surprising. I thought both teams would come out man-to-man.
Pickard over to the left side to Papp. They feed it low. That's Vukela with a touch. Rayburn turns and fires a 10-footer and scores the first bucket of the game.
That's nice ball movement by Bethel Park that time. Alex Wadowski on the finishing end of that pass.
Wadowski getting that first bucket of the game. Now, Nate Turner sends it back out front. There's a three-point shot by Mark Marshall of Albert Gallatin.
Mark Marshall has been a really strong performer for Albert Gallatin in these playoffs. They would not be here without him, and he's kind of an unsung hero.
Here's a drive and a pass down low, trying to put it up and missing. And finally, they get the follow-up. Wadowski with the first 4 points for Bethel Park in this game. His team up 4-3 in the early going.
Bethel Park's inside guys, not real tall, but very stocky, very strong, and they can both finish inside for you. Wadowski already has 4.
Here's the feed inside. Alston at the block, double team, gets rid of it. And Mark Marshall called for traveling. That's a turnover on the Colonials of Albert Gallatin.
I think Bethel Park's caught Albert Gallatin a little bit off guard here with their zone defense. I think Albert Gallatin was expecting a man-to-man, but little nice move by Mike Mastriani to start this basketball game.
Here's Papp bringing it back outside. He'll walk between the two circles.
Chris Papp already has 1 assist on that first bucket. This kid, he'll get close to double figures in assists. Just an outstanding passer.
The average is close to 6 dishes a night. Now the long shot missed by Pickard. And the ball way back out front, batted and touched by Albert Gallatin. So Bethel Park is permitted to go into the backcourt to get it. Pickard stops, hops, and the shot is going to end up being an air ball. And it goes behind the backboard. And that time, Bethel Park, McKella pulled it back down after it hit the back of the backboard. So they're going to give it to AG, Albert Gallatin. Now the Colonials up the floor. Marshall. Left side to Knox. Goes inside. Alston turns, shoots, and scores.
And it's my mistake. I thought it was a 1-3-1 zone defense, but that is a box and one that Bethel Park is trying to put on Alston.
Here's a runner down the left side. It's up and good for Alex Wadowski again. And Bethel Park leads 6-5. Wadowski with all the numbers for Bethel Park so far. A run to the baseline and a sailing jumper for Aaron Cromwell. His first basket of the game. He averages close to 11.
Aaron Cromwell, very good shooter. He can really shoot the 3-ball. That time he drove to the hoop and scored.
Nate Rayburn out front. Wadowski to the left side. Pat Pickard trying to dribble away from trouble, does so. Fires a low post pass, and it's out of bounds off the hands of Andy Bukella.
Yeah, Bukella was open that time. Pickard saw him, threw it in, but ball was deflected out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Albert Gallatin.
7-6, Albert Gallatin leads. They trap Alston and steal the ball. Mike Papp on the drive, 3-on-1, layup. Got it, Nate Rayburn.
How about that no-look pass by Mike Papp? Another assist. That's his second assist of the game. First 2 points.
Now, fast break the other way. And a lay-in for Ricky Knox, the 6'2 forward. Look at the pace of this game, Jim. And the whistle blew, I believe, before that block. Let's see, the foul came on the floor. And it's going to be against 15, Ricky Knox. That's going to be the first whistle of the game.
And the reason the pace is so fast is Albert Gallatin wants the pace to be fast, and what they're doing is they're pressing Bethel Park. They're going to make them attack the basket and take quicker shots than you really want to. Good strategy by Coach Dan Andrea.
Shot from the line, and getting the roll is Nate Rayburn.
You know, Bethel Park is capable, though, of scoring some points. They do have some offensive talent. It's not like they need to hold the ball. They'll play any kind of game you want.
Bethel Park got here by beating Hempfield, Mount Lebanon, and Fox Chapel in succession in the WPIAL playoffs. They're on a 6-game win streak. The last loss they suffered was January 30th to Moon. Tie game at 9.
Nice pace to this game. Both teams playing well and don't look a bit nervous.
Aaron Cromwell tosses a 3 and misses. The tap won't go for Marshall. Alston is there. He'll get the tap, though.
You know, Marshall was the guy that was banging that offensive glass. He got his hands on it twice. Alston picks up the garbage and scores.
That's his 4th point, and now a steal for Juwan Alston. And he takes it to the half-court line where he's fouled on the backside.
Nate Rayburn that time reached in. Alston not afraid to handle that ball. 6'8", very good ball handler. That's one of the reasons why, you know, you can watch his ball handling ability here. And there's the reach in and the foul by Nate Rayburn.
Alston's so thin that Rayburn tried to reach all the way around his waist from the other side.
Yeah, he is thin. Well, I tell you, look at his legs. Very skinny, but boy, he can leap.
He is a player. Here's a run by Marshall. He'll leave it hang off the window and scores. 5 points now from Martin Marshall, and it's 13-9, Albert Gallatin.
You know, Marshall only averages 8 points a game, and he's got 5 already. And he's played this way this whole tournament for Albert Gallatin.
Pickard and Papp play catch with it. Now out front it goes, and Wadowski misses. Ball is loose, taken down by Albert Gallatin. Marshall up the floor quickly, it comes, and leaving that one hang is Jake McGurko, who just came into the ball game, and he got it to bank in good. And Albert Gallatin leads 15-9.
And this is exactly the pace that Albert Gallatin wants. It's an up and down game. Nice strategy by Dan Andrea. Here's the replay on that fast break layup by McGurko. He was taking that to the hole. He had his mind made up. Good, strong move. And he kisses it off the glass. Beautiful drive, McGurko.
Nate Rayburn had him D'd up pretty well, but he let it go and McGurko scored. Wow, the WPIAL Championships have become the games of legend. It looks like this one's going to become one too. Through the league's first 100 years, great basketball and, of course, great radio. Pittsburgh legendary broadcasters can be heard every weekday on 1320 WJAS. Your Bogan in the morning, Chili Billy, Bill Cardill, and Mike McGann play your favorite Golden Oldies on WJAS.
Now, so far, Albert Gallatin shooting 7 for 10 from the field, and that's excellent against a very, very good Bethel Park defense. Bethel Park, though, not shooting bad. 4 for 8 from the field, 50%.
3:22 to go. We're early in the ball game. First period of play. Albert Gallatin 15-9 over Bethel Park. Juwan Alston, Jim, owns a whole bunch of school records. He is the career point leader with 1,464. He has over 1,000 rebounds, 386 blocks, 147 steals, 193 assists. This kid is all over the place. And so is Mark Marshall. But Bethel Park finds the handle. Now the ball is loose. McGurko goes diving for it. He can't find it. Pickard has it. He's down on the floor. And there's a long jump shot. It's up and good. And a foul will be called as Nate Rayburn sinks that one.
Nate Rayburn picked up that loose ball. Almost was a turnover for Bethel Park. Turns into a three-point shot. Nate Rayburn buries it.
The Blackhawks are back to within 3. Let's take another look on the Comcast DVR instant replay as he cleaned it up off the floorboards and put it away.
And you won't see Bethel Park shoot like that with a man in their face. They usually make an extra pass. That time Rayburn decided to take the shot, and good for Bethel Park as he nailed it and has a chance for another one here.
And he makes the 4-point play and brings his club to within 2. 3 minutes left, first quarter.
A little more pressure here by Bethel Park. I'm surprised.
Alston up the floor, takes it all the way. Jump hook, gets the roll.
Alston just got a lot of talent. There's nobody on Bethel Park that's going to be able to handle him one-on-one. That's his 6th point of the game.
Pap. Doubled up, goes inside the lane. Nice give and go, but missing the lane was Jeff Stewart, who just checked in.
How about that? Another good pass by Pap. If he'd have scored that time, that would have been his 3rd assist already.
Bethel keeps it alive, and a jumper for Stewart won't fall. And we have a rebound whistle, and it's going to be against the Blackhawks.
I think Mike Pap was pushing off that time. I saw it. Didn't think the referee saw it. Whistled a little bit late, but he caught it.
Yeah, he saw it. Give him some credit.
That's right.
That is going to be the first foul against Pap, team foul number 2.
Pap's kind of slick, Chris. That's why he gets a lot of steals. He has got all the little tricks. He plays like somebody an adult would play when they get out of basketball. He got all the little moves of the holding, tugging the shorts. He's always got his hand on you.
In other words, he's playing a heady game.
Absolutely.
Alston feeds it over to the right.
There's another turnover.
And he's stolen. Pap up the floor on the fake. Andy Bukella goes up with it and gets fouled to the floor. And that is going against Albert Gallatin's Juwan Alston.
And Mike Pap again caused a turnover with his hands. He gets his hands on more balls. There's the steal and the breakaway layup. No, not a breakaway. Challenged by Marshall.
Not Alston, but Marshall on that foul. That's going to be Marshall's first, team foul number 3.
Albert Gallatin, very, very athletic. Marshall can really get up in the air.
Shot for the line by Andy Bukella is missed. The 6'3" forward averages 13.5 points, 8.5 rebounds a ball game for the Blackhawks of Coach Mike Mastriani. Bukella taking his time and getting it. 17-14, Albert Gallatin, 2:04 left, first quarter.
This full court pressure is leaving Alston wide open. I don't know if that's a real good idea because he's dangerous in there. There he goes with a great pass.
Couldn't finish. The follow isn't there either. Nate Turner missing that second try. Now the fast break for the Blackhawks, and they turn it over. Jeff Stewart couldn't collect the ball. It was passed to him way too low. He didn't bend over far enough.
Now Pickard threw that pass. He might have bounced it just a little bit too close to the feet.
1:44 left. First quarter at the Palumbo Center. Picking up the loose ball, Nate Turner off the missed dribble. Now firing the shot. Marshall couldn't go. We've got a rebound foul.
All right, Pickard and Knox were really going at it underneath the basket that time. A lot of physical play there. Picard's going to come out of the game right now.
Pickard picks up his first personal foul. Now out front, Alston off the screen, top of the key. Clanked it off the back iron. And it goes out of bounds. Bethel Park will have it back.
Well, that's exactly the shot Bethel Park wants Alston to take. Let him shoot from the outside. Not a great outside shooter. Not bad. But they'd rather have him take that shot than let him drive to that hoop. He's a slasher. That's his strength.
He has 24 double-double games this season.
Chris, he's a great shot blocker. I've watched him a couple times, and he really, really has good timing on his shots.
Bethel milking the clock a bit. Rayburn out front. Inside it'll go to Vukela. Back outside over to the right. Now to Jeff Stewart. And further out front, Joe Vick. Vihak to Pap.
This might be a triangle and two by Albert Gallatin. Two guys playing man-to-man, three guys playing zone. I'm pretty sure it is.
Pap drops it off on the no-look bounce pass. Gets it in. Vukela runs the baseline and finishes the play. Counted.
Vukela picks up his third point there. That's a nice drive on the baseline. Vukela's a good finisher, leading scorer on Bethel Park, averages 13 a game.
He can tie it up here with a free throw. 46 and 2/10 seconds left.
Vukela's a strong kid, not afraid of contact.
Tie game at 17 all. And a couple of subs are coming back in. Anthony Stevenson in for the first time tonight for Albert Gallatin.
Bethel Park still put a little bit of pressure. Now they back off, backing up to half court. There's Alston handling that ball. There's a nice pass.
Wadowski back in for Bethel Park right now too, Jim. And out front, it's going to be Cromwell for the tray. And he drains that one. A rainbow.
Aaron Cromwell is a dangerous outside shooter and just showed you right there.
20-17, Albert Gallatin on top. Joe Vihak holding the ball. Bethel Park going for one last shot with 17 seconds to go in the quarter.
It's going to be tough to hold the ball with the way this team flies at you.
Mike Pap, 10 seconds to go. Vihak over on the right side, rims out no good on the miss. And it'll be taken down by Nate Turner. Long pass up the floor, buzzer shot by Alston, it won't go. I thought he got it off a little bit late, but the officials didn't. They thought that was going to be a good one.
And that is a very good half. I think the advantage goes a little bit to Albert Gallatin. The pace is high. Bethel Park doesn't like the high-scoring games.
They lead at 20-17, and today's telecast of WPIAL High School Championship Basketball is powered by One Call Rentals. Any tool, any job, any day. One Call Rentals is there for you. Call 1-888-599-RENT. At One Call Rentals, our people make the difference. That's 1-888-599-RENT.
Help you? Yeah, I got a bridge job. So I need a telehandler and an air compressor, welder, light tower. Sound about right? Yeah, that is right. I'm also doing some concrete work, so I need a skid steer with a hammer, mixer, trowels, and these.
From earth movers to hand tools, you'll find everything at the Cat Rental Store, including our knowledgeable staff.
Make the call to One Call Rentals and get what you need.
Anything else? Unless you can help me with my wife's birthday. No problem.
A packed house here at the Palumbo Center. Once again, Chris Shublin, Jim Elias on the call, getting set to start the second quarter of play. And it is Albert Gallatin 20 and Bethel Park 17.
And that is a high-scoring quarter for Bethel Park. This is pretty much the average for Albert Gallatin. I know Mike Mascherano doesn't like giving up 20 points in a quarter. They usually hold teams to less than 45 points a game.
Albert Gallatin on average scores 62 a game, gives up 52. Bethel Park, well, scoring 61 a game on average, 44.6 defensively allowed. Inside the lane it goes, and getting the gracious roll on the iron, Alex Wadowski, who has had a great start here in the early going.
Alex Wadowski is open because of the junk defense that Albert Gallatin's playing. There's a big hole in the center, and Bethel Park's doing a good job of finding it.
Nate Turner with a spot-up jumper, and that's a two-point shot from 18 feet away. and that's his first bucket of the game. 22-19. Albert Gallatin leads. Bukella, handoff, Pap goes all the way through. Backside corner, jumper, rolls out. The putback is there by Andy Bukella. Tim Pickard trying to drain it from the corner, but Bukella got the putback as it fell out.
That's a 6 point for Andy Bukella. And I like the way he moved his body to the left there to get that shot.
Oh, Alston wanted the dunk, and then he screamed for the foul. No call. Pickard rolls off, no good. Albert Gallatin with the ball back. Cromwell, Alston, up the window and good, but it will not count. Charging call on Albert Gallatin and Jawan Alston, and that's going to be his first foul of the game.
And there's nobody better at drawing charges than Bethel Park. Mike Mastroianni stresses picking up charges in practice, and it paid off. And you're going to see the charge right here. Very close to not being a charge, I think. I think Wadowski was moving a little bit, but he got the call. That's his first personal on Alston.
Now Mike Pap. Pass left, Pickard traveled. 6:29 left, second period. Bethel will give it back. They had a chance to take the lead there. Couldn't get the basket to go because of the turnover.
Yeah, Chris, I think Pickard's pressing a little bit. He's the probably the best scorer, all-around scorer on Bethel Park's team, and he's trying to force a little bit. He's real anxious. The other guys are scoring. Keep moving that ball. They're doing a great job of finding the open spots.
Lob inside into the backcourt. Nate Turner catches it. Turner bringing up the floor himself.
There's the man-to-man now for Bethel Park.
Nate Turner, 644 career points, 432 career rebounds. And a big bucket on the other end for Albert Gallatin again.
Mark Marshall again coming up big in a big game. 6 points for Mark Marshall.
Now the feed inside the lane and a foul call. And it's going to be down low. I think it's on Alston. Oh, it is.
That's his second foul, I believe, on Alston. Boy, I tell you, they can ill afford to get him in foul trouble.
That stops the clock with 6:05 to go here in the second period of play, and it indeed is Alston's second personal. Team foul 6. Now, was that a shot or a lob? I wasn't sure.
No, that was definitely a pass. Wadowski saw cutting Mike Pap, I believe it was, and he just threw it over his head a little bit, but he did try to, that was kind of a shot pass, you want to call it.
Yeah, halfway between. 25-21 the score. Albert Gallatin in the lead. This is Alston. And they're going to call a blocking foul at the right block this time. It's going to be on Tim Pickard. He was trying to set up to take the charge. And George Friesendorfer wasn't going to be fooled. Let's see it.
Watch the replay, Chris. This is very close to being a charge.
Oh, that was more of a charge than the last one they called.
You know, I think that's the respect that Jamar Alston gets. He's the star, and a lot of times referees will lean that way. I hate to say it, but that's true.
Second foul on Pickard. Give and go down the middle of the lane. Couldn't go. And the rebound taken by Mike Pap. Long pass up the floor. Alston breaks it up. Jawan Alston trying to dribble. He was fouled, I believe, by Jeff Stewart.
Now that was definitely a foul. Stewart reached in there. Silly foul. You don't want to foul there. It's one of the few times you'll see Mike Pap make a bad decision. He tried to force that pass long, and it was picked off by Alston.
Stewart picks up his first personal. Team foul 5 on Bethel Park. 5.5 to go, first half. Here's a gallop down the lane. And the push shot is up and good for Nate Turner.
Nate Turner generally isn't that offensive-minded, but already he has 4 points tonight. He's going to that basket. He's trying to score a little bit, pick up the scoring.
6-point Albert Gallatin Colonial lead. Left side, long jumper, 3-ball way off the mark for Nate Rayburn. And the grab, and the toss up the floor for Albert Gallatin, and the drive is stopped as Anthony Stevenson is fouled, and he'll get to go to the free throw line, courtesy of the Black Hawks.
And that's Albert Gallatin's game. They blocked the shot, came up with the rebound, looked down the floor. Stevenson taking off as soon as he saw that shot blocked. And
another look at it. Look at the over shoulder. Lets the dribble come to him. And he's fouled by Nate Rayburn, who picks up his second personal.
And there's an excellent outlet pass by Jamar Alston. He's showing you an all-around game tonight. Handling the ball, passing, scoring off the drives. The only thing I haven't seen him do tonight is shoot from the outside.
Anthony Stevenson, the backup guard, 5'9", averaging 3.5 a game, misses the first.
This is another guy, Anthony Stevenson's had a real good WPIAL playoff for Albert Gallatin.
But he misses 2 free throws, and the rebound comes off the hands of Andy Vukela. He tried to save it and swat it over to Mike Papp, and it goes over the end line out of bounds.
Yeah, Vukela's trying to say that Alston poked that ball out of his hands, and that's why it went out of bounds.
Bethel Park won't get the call here. Albert Gallatin gets the inbound. Another long three is good for Eric Cromwell.
Cromwell showing you his ability to shoot the three-pointer.
Mike Mastriani giving the officials a little bit of the business as a timeout has been called by Bethel Park. They'll take a full minute timeout with 5:03 to go in the second period of play. And Albert Gallatin takes a 9-point lead over Bethel Park. See your favorite shows, rent movies, see what's happening in your community, all at the touch of a button with Comcast Digital Cable featuring On Demand. With Comcast Digital Cable, watch your favorite shows and check out all the great new movie releases the same day they come out on video. See what the Steelers are up to with Steelers 24/7, or find out what's going on in your community with your town. All of these great features can be found on Comcast Digital Cable. Don't miss another minute. Call 1-800-COMCAST now. It's Comcastic.
So far, Chris, Albert Gallatin showing some balanced scoring. I think Bethel Park's taking a little bit of surprise. They thought Alston did the bulk of the scoring, but Turner's coming up big tonight. Mark Marshall's coming up big tonight. Ricky Knox is now on three-pointers. Aaron Cromwell, three-pointer. They are really, really playing well right now, shooting the lights out, and that's hard to do against a really good defensive team like Bethel Park, although you never know it tonight.
5 minutes left, first half. 30-21, a 9-point Albert Gallatin lead. Dan Andrea, the head coach at Albert Gallatin, 126 wins, 92 losses at that school. He was at Fairchance Georges before that. Turnaround jump hook is up and good for Alex Wadowski. What a first half he's played.
Alex Wadowski was really being offensive-minded tonight. I've watched him play a couple times this year, and he really hasn't looked to score all that much.
Alston sends it back outside. Marshall loses it. Goes to the timeline. Papp touched it. Battle for the ball. And trying to capture it is Mark Marshall, and we're going to get a foul call here. Going back and diving to the floor, Nick Thorson, who just entered the game.
I think that was Jeff Stewart, Chris, wasn't it? Number 10. Looked like he's going to get the call. Watch him dive on top here.
Oh, it may be, and it is Jeff Stewart, and he will get the call.
Mike Papp, real nice deflection. He's got his hands on a bunch of balls, as I said before the game. Nobody deflects more passes than Mike Papp. And Bethel Park, good hustle, but at the tail end of that dive on top, referee had to call it. Referees were ready to call a jump ball until he dove on top.
Stewart's second, team foul 7 on Bethel Park. At the other end of the floor, Mark Marshall, I should say, for the shots, and it's good.
Mark Marshall, 9 points already. Incredible. This guy's having a great playoff run. And boy, sometimes that's what it takes. Somebody comes out of the blue and just plays out of his skull, and that's what he's been doing. He's just he's loaded with confidence right now.
He's over his average. 79 assists, 77 steals on the season for Mark Marshall. Second shot is up and good.
Albert Gallatin, boy, a lot of weapons, Chris. It's going to be difficult for Bethel Park to stop them because right now they're all shooting pretty well.
Blackhawks with the ball back. Thorson swings it over to the left side. It'll go to Stewart. Stewart runs low. He's fouled.
Nate Turner trying to draw the charge. Stewart's rough and tumble kind of guy. He just barreled right in there and ran over Turner. But that's the first foul on Turner right now.
And that is now team foul number 7. Both teams are in the bonus.
Bethel Park's got to hang around before the half. They need to just hang in there, keep executing their offense, take good shots, and they'll get back into this ball game.
Stewart, the senior, 6'3", rims one out.
Well, Albert Gallatin, just incredible shooting right now. They're going to have to weather the storm here. It's hard to believe that they can shoot this way the whole game.
Second shot is up, and it rolls out. And Alston tried to grab it and lost it. And they're going to say that Andy Vukela punched the ball out from inside his fingers.
I mean, he did. Albert Gallatin really showing you all the skill they have, all the weapons they have, and they're using them all.
Nate Turner walks the ball up the floor, goes right.
About Nate
Mark
Turner.
Marshall.
Nate Turner playing the point right now.
Alston skip pass left, Cromwell. Up top, it'll go to Marshall once again, almost lost it. Knox inside, and just a lunging shot that time by Nate Turner just to get it up on the window. Didn't, but finally they put it up and they score. Juwan Alston gets it. 8 points now for Juwan Alston, and a steal by Albert Gallatin. And they go to the floor, and it looks like Cromwell had his leg on the end line. He's out of bounds, so Bethel Park will get to retain.
And a good hustle that time. Turnover for Bethel Park. They're getting a little flustered right now. They are shocked by Albert Gallatin's ability to score on them. Most teams have a difficult time even getting shots off against Bethel Park. So far, Albert Gallatin, no problem.
Colonials very athletic. Here's the inbound down low, and the shot missed by Bukella, but he does get the official to tweet that whistle.
Well, Bethel Park, they love to get that ball inside to their big, strong horses. And Bukella takes it up and tries to score. They don't shoot a whole lot of threes, Chris, Bethel Park. They really like to pound it inside, and they like to penetrate.
Nate Turner picks up a second foul. Andy Bukella got it. 3:42 left, second period. Bethel Park is back to within 10 right now.
One thing about Mike Mastriani's teams, they're well coached. They'll keep their composure, and they'll just keep doing what he wants them to do, and that's get that ball inside.
And Bukella gets both. A 9-point Albert Gallatin lead, 34-25 here on Comcast On Demand.
Boy, so far both teams scoring inside, 14 points apiece. So you can see they're both getting the ball inside.
Alston from the left elbow, couldn't get it to fall. And the rebound down to Pickard. Had his pocket picked, however, and now a dive to the floor and a whistle. And there's going to be a foul call here. It's going to be on Bethel Park's Andy Bukella.
Again, Bukella diving up on the floor, giving up his body, but a little too much body that time.
Let's take another look at it. Saw Pickard dribbling away, looking for help. And the ball got knocked loose. And Bukella ends up with a whistle.
Yep, a little too much body contact. I think referees may be trying to keep this game under control. Very physical game so far.
Cromwell misses the free throw, but gets the long rebound way out front. Two Black Hawks on him. They can't find it. Alston's going to glide in for a jump shot. It's good from 12 feet away for Juwan Alston.
Juwan Alston showing his ability. He's a pretty good short-range shooter. Not a good deep shooter, though, but he can shoot it in close.
That's his 10th. Gliding in. Missing is Stewart, but the putback is there for Bethel Park, and there's Andy Bukella once again on the spot.
I'm kind of surprised Bethel Park is able to bang that offensive glass as hard as they've been so far. Very effective off the offensive glass.
Ball is out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover as we have Bethel Park taking it back. Blackhawks down by 9 with the ball. 2:52 to go. Jeff Stewart getting a lot of playing time here in this first half.
Yeah, he really is. I watched him play a couple times this year, and I didn't see Stewart play all that much, but they need him in there. He's a tough guy.
Up top, Wadowski swings it over to the right side to Mike Papp. Papp, a 6'1" guard, a senior, averaging 6.5 points a game. Inside they go, and Bukella trying to lunge for the backboard, and that whistle's going to blow again.
I'll tell you, Bethel Park is a very good interior passing team. Their big people are very good. They look for each other. That time, Wadowski found Bukella for that easy shot.
It's going to be Nate Turner's 3rd personal foul. That's going to be problems for Dan Andrea.
Absolutely, that's big. Nate Turner is a tough guy inside. He's their physical presence in there, and he's going to have to take a seat next to Dan Andrea.
Shot is good for Bukella.
And they're going to go small as they bring in Jake McGurko. So they're giving up a lot of inches there. McGurko maybe 5'10". Nate Turner's about 6'4".
McGurko off the bench averages nearly 8 points, 2 rebounds. He's had 39 three-pointers this season. Bukella, we look at him eyeball to eyeball. He puts up the shot and misses, and the rebound is taken by Ricky Knox. He's almost fighting off Juwan Alston for the ball. And now a turnover.
Yeah, silly turnover there for Albert Gallatin. Mark Marshall biting his shirt right now, a little frustrated. He knows he made a mistake there.
Pap inbounds to the corner, back to Pap. Now in the lane, Bukella rumbles down in there and gets the lay-in.
Chris, Bethel Park's having no problem getting that ball in close. They have got a ton of points inside the paint, and especially with Turner not in the game, so they're going to be able to score inside.
36-30. Bethel Park back to within 6. It was a double-digit lead for Albert Gallatin just moments ago, and now Alston turns it over. Long pass up the floor. Pap takes it over the shoulder. Layup, backing his lay-in is good. Counted and a foul.
At time, Bethel Park triple teaming Jawan Alston. He lost it. Bethel Park picks it up, finds a streaking. Here it is right here. Mike Pap driving to the basket. Good strength. Great move by Mike Pap.
Timeout is called as Jake McGurko picked up his second personal foul. That is team foul number 10 on Albert Gallatin. And do you want a great Italian restaurant here in Pittsburgh? Then go to Dell's in Bloomfield. Catering for today's telecast has been provided by Dell's Restaurant in the historic Bloomfield section of Pittsburgh. Over 55 years at the same location, serving the finest in homemade Italian recipes, pizza, and seafood. Plan your Easter Sunday brunch this year at Dell's, or stop by and watch the game on one of their many new big screen TVs. For more information and specials, go to their website. It's dellsrest.com. Dell's Bar and Ristorante, the Del Pizzo family. Marianne and John, stop in and say hello. It's a Bloomfield tradition, and what a great place that is.
It is a good place. Excellent food there at Dell's. One of the best.
I love the atmosphere there and that big picture window that looks out onto Liberty Avenue and that beautiful Bloomfield neighborhood in Pittsburgh.
You know, you're making me a little hungry right now, Chris.
Well, you know, after the game.
Yeah, I'm hungry for some good basketball, and right now we're getting some great basketball by both of these teams.
Oh, you're being stuffed. Mike Pap gets the free throw. Look at this. Bethel Park has climbed back to within a possession.
And Albert Gallatin are not quite the same team without Nate Turner on the floor. They need his big body out there.
McGurko brings it up the floor. Dishes off, looking for Alston. Almost a turnover. Bethel Park couldn't keep it in bounds. Great hustle by that man right there, Mike Pap.
Mike Pap's incredible hands, great anticipation. He reads people's eyes, and he makes a lot of steals that way.
Inbound pass coming from Marshall. 5-second violation. He didn't get the trigger to fire in time.
And now Bethel Park is picking up a lot of the momentum here in this game. They've got things the way they like them. And now they'll just keep trying to pound that ball inside. No Nate Turner in there.
Dan Andrea doesn't like that. But he'll still give us a wink.
Here we go.
Nate Rayburn with 1:39 to go, holding out front.
And Albert Gallatin just in a basic 2-3 zone.
Bethel Park in a weave up top. And the ball deflected out of bounds off of the hands of Mike Marshall.
Bethel Park scored 33 points here in this first half. That is very, very high for them. And this is without Pickard. I don't think Pickard has scored a point yet.
Rayburn out front further. Wadowski. There's Pickard. Pap. Skip pass right. Wide open shot on its way. 3-ball missed by Rayburn. Ball loose. Still being battled for. Pickard almost with a steal, and a body comes flying over the press table. Up the floor. We've got 4 Albert Gallatin Colonials. The bank shot not there for Jawan Alston. The man who went over the table, Mark Marshall, is already back playing defense. Baseline and saved by Bukella. Pap will dribble.
Pap smart enough to calm things down. He's going to take a rare outside shot there.
Wasn't there for him, though. McGurko on the run and rebound. Trapped. Gets rid of it. Marshall. Inside. Alston. Backdoor. Tries to take it up, and he's fouled badly.
Is that foul on Nate Rayburn, I believe?
Nate Rayburn indeed, Jim, and if that's the case, that's his 3rd personal according to my sheet.
Yeah, Nate Rayburn was going to make sure Alston did not get a layup right there. He really hammered him here.
What a wild bounce pass that was. Aaron Cromwell, a head fake, and then he pounded the ball off the floor.
Yeah, they're a very good passing team, Albert Gallatin, and they really look for each other.
Alston at the stripe is good.
I tell you, Alston, for a thin guy, he's playing a pretty physical game right now. He's on there banging bodies with those big boys. Doesn't seem to mind too much.
This is the all-time best Albert Gallatin high school basketball team in the school's history. Alston with tons of school records. And Nate Turner and Mark Marshall have had career marks as well. The shot is missed at the line. The rebound to Pap. He comes running and dribbling. 29 seconds to play. Bounce pass in.
Inside again, Chris.
Off the mark once, and that was missed by Bukela. Albert Gallatin comes away with it, not all that cleanly, but they have the ball. Now McGurko, trapped at the timeline, spins and fires a pass, and it's saved on a great move by Ricky Knox. McGurko for the tray, front rim. Rebound Bethel Park, Jeff Stewart with a rock. 2 seconds left, a half-court shot hits the backboard and comes out no good, and we're at halftime.
What a great half of basketball. Both teams playing really, really well. Albert Gallatin getting off to a great shot, great start. Faltered a little bit when Nate Turner went out of the game, though.
Wow. 37-33, the halftime score. Albert Gallatin is in the lead. And wow, Bethel Park has fought back in this ball game. They were down by double digits early, but have made it a 4-point game here at the intermission.
And they kept their composure, Chris. It looked like they might get run off the floor. They were down 10 points, but they hung in there. Solid guard play will do that. They got a veteran team, and they worked the ball inside a lot. Got a lot of easy shots. That's how you get back into a basketball game.
And they really did climb back. Solid defense both ends of the floor. It looks like a sloppy game. That's only because they're pressing each other so badly.
Absolutely. Very physical game, and that's the way Bethel Park likes it. The rougher, the better. They like to win ugly, so they call it. There's two guys inside, really, really tough guys, and they both can finish, though. I'm really surprised how well they do finish inside.
I'm impressed with the talent on the floor. Not a lot of people were talking about Albert Gallatin during the regular season, but they have made a mark here in the playoffs.
Oh, they have. I've been very impressed with them. I've seen them play. This is my third time I've seen them play, and they get better and better. And they have a lot of weapons that people thought it was just a one-man team with Alston, but that's not the case. Everybody on this team can score.
Accommodations for today's telecast are provided by the Radisson Hotel Pittsburgh Green Tree. When planning your next business meeting, consider the Radisson Pittsburgh Green Tree with over 30,000 feet of flexible meeting and banquet space. We can accommodate all your business needs. Call 412-922-8400 or visit us on the web at radisson.com. And your local Brugger's has a slam dunk of a deal with their new delicious Duos lunch combinations. Pair 2 menu choices for just $6.29. Choose a half sandwich, half a tossed salad, or a cup of soup. Don't sit on the sidelines. Make a fast break to Brugger's for a great lunch at a great price. Brugger's.
Help you? Yeah, I got a bridge job. So I need a telehandler and an air compressor, welder, light tower. Sound about right? Yeah, that is right. I'm also doing some concrete work, so I need a skid steer with a hammer, mixer, trowels, and these.
From earth movers to hand tools, you'll find everything at the Cat Rental Store, including our knowledgeable staff.
Make the call to One Call Rentals and get what you need.
Anything else? Unless you can help me with my wife's birthday. No problem.
Albert Gallatin with a 37-33 lead over Bethel Park here in the Quad A championship game of high school basketball here at the A.J. Palumbo Center. Welcome back. Getting set for the start of the second half. Chris Shublin, Jim Elias, and we do have Coach Dan Andrea in our Comcast Coaches Corner. Dan, a pretty fast start to this ball game. A lot of athleticism by your club out there. You jumped out to a big lead, but Bethel Park has fought back.
Yeah, we knew they would come back. You know, we're in a little foul trouble right now. We had to get Turner out of the game. That sort of made a little difference for them. You know, I think we have to be stronger with the basketball around the basket. And they've probably scored 3-4 points on fouls when they were shooting. They completed a 4-point play, and I think they had 2 or 3 3-point plays. That's something we have to guard against.
Coach, are you happy with the pace of the game? I would think this is to your advantage.
Yeah, I like the pace of the game. I think that's the way we play best when they come out and force the action, and you know, that's what they're doing. I just tell the kids, if they're going to force the action, then you just got to play basketball and make plays. That's what it's all about this time of year.
And Coach, right now, everybody knows who Albert Gallatin is and who their basketball team is. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Dan Andrea, the head coach at Albert Gallatin. Jim, not a lot of folks, and I said this in the first half, have been talking about Albert Gallatin. It seems like they're tucked away in that corner down in southwestern Pennsylvania, and no one appreciates them. But I'm telling you something, this is a solid club. Look at the numbers that they've accumulated so far here this evening.
Well, when you can score 37 points on Bethel Park, you got a talented basketball team, because Bethel Park is probably the best defensive team in the WPIAL.
I believe you're absolutely correct. See the battle for the rebound. Glass, they're flying high off this floor tonight. Pretty close. Albert Gallatin leads by 2 boards. So far, Albert Gallatin has scored 20 points in the paint as compared to, or I should say 14 points in the paint as compared to Bethel Park's 20. Fast break points are even at 4-4. Now let's take a look at some of the fast-paced action that we had in the first half. Here comes Knox with a charge to the rack, and he scores. Pap feeds inside. Wadowski. What a half he played, Jim.
Yeah, Wadowski, unexpected points. He really was offensive-minded that half.
Cromwell with a big tray from the left side wing and corner. And Pap getting the over-the-shoulder pass, catch, and he backed his way for the lay-in.
Love that Pap. I just love the way he plays. He's such an intense competitor.
Great first half of basketball. It's a 4-point differential. And Albert Gallatin leads. They will have the first touch of the second half. The fans are loving this here at the Palumbo Center tonight. Great hoops action all weekend long in the WPIAL.
Yeah, this game's no different than the other ones. It's even more exciting because there's a lot more points being scored early. Some of the other ones had great finishes. This one, since the opening jump, has just been fun to watch. A lot of points going up on the board.
Aaron Cromwell can throw the 3, but he's being pushed way outside by the defensive Nate Rayburn. Nate Turner with a pull-up, and he hits the back rim, and Pap comes flying away with it with a rebound. 5-on-3 break. Pap stops it, feeds inside. Foul line, turnaround, left-handed shot. Alex Wadowski.
Alex Wadowski has just been deadly inside that key, and Pap is doing a great job finding him inside that key.
It's a 2-point game. Albert Gallatin leads 37-35. This is Jawan Alston. Marshall. Over to the left side corner, Nate Turner playing with 3 personals. Fires a backdoor pass, missed once, but the follow-up is there. Ricky Knox with the flowing locks is able to knock that one down. And now an inbound infraction, and Bethel Park is going to give it away.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened on that. It looked like maybe Pickard stepped on the line that time.
I was already looking down court when I heard the whistle blow.
Yeah, I couldn't see. The monitor was kind of in my way. I didn't see whether his feet stepped over the line.
Oh, what a nice wraparound pass that time. Knox trying to hit Marshall on the give-and-go backdoor left. And the foul.
And both teams are just very, very good at interior passing. And I don't think Mike Mastroianni was real happy with his defense. They're giving up some easy shots here. And I think at halftime, he was letting them know he was not happy. You can usually tell which coach is the angriest by which team comes out on the floor first. And Albert Gallatin came out first. Bethel Park was in there a long time.
Mark Marshall knocks down the first one. That foul, by the way, was on Mike Pap. That's his second of the game, first against the team in the half. Marshall taking a good look at the iron and knocking it down again.
Can't believe Marshall only averages 8 or 9 points a game. I mean, he's just, I've seen him. He's been in double figures every time I watch him. Maybe I'm his good luck charm.
Nate Rayburn up front. Wadowski swings it right. There's Rayburn again. Brings it back to Pap. No looks at the Rayburn. Skip pass left. And clobbered was Pickard. No foul called. Pap runs down the middle of the lane. Hand off and onto the floor. Andy Bukella has to call a timeout to stop play. And I'm telling you, there's some contact out there. We see bodies colliding and being clobbered to the floor, and no whistle on that last play.
Yeah, that last play out of half court, that looks like some awful strong contact that time. And Mike Mastroianni's asking the official, what the heck's wrong? Why is there no call on that play?
6:41 to go, third period. 41-35, Albert Gallatin leads. And speaking of leads, why don't you lead off your morning with your Bogut in the morning? Jack Bogut and Company, weekdays on 1320 WJAS. Jack plays all your favorite golden oldies. Carol Finelli keeps you on time with traffic updates. And I'll be there to deliver all the news and sports weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 1320 WJAS. Chris Shovlin, Jim Elias. Duquesne's A.J. Palumbo Center is the venue. We're here for the Quad A title game here in 2007. Long pass all the way to the back court, and there's going to be a collision, and Ricky Knox is going to be whistled for a foul.
Ricky Knox, very, very aggressive play. He saw that ball in the air. He had a shot at it, but Mike Papp's not going to let you get that ball. And Knox picks up a foul, his second foul for all his trouble.
6:40 to go, third quarter. 41-35, Albert Gallatin in the lead.
Albert Gallatin in that 2-3 zone again. They've got out of that junk defense. There was too many inside shots, so the coach got out of that triangle and 2 or box and 1 at times.
Papp dribbles, penetrates, tries to go backdoor with a flip handoff. Looking down low for Alex Wadowski, who's had a dazzling ball game here tonight, Jim.
Yeah, Mike Papp's smart enough to know that he's hot right now, and he tried to get it into him. Maybe a little bit of a force, but smart play by Mike Papp to try to get it to his score.
Here's Wadowski, jumper, hits the rim, no good. Rebound, Ricky Knox. Outlet Marshall. Timeline and sailing past us. Alston goes to the rack and scores.
Great move by Alston. Beautiful drive. He went right around Andy Vukela. Wadowski came over to try to pick up the charge, and Alston with that great body control, leaned a little bit to the right, kissed it off the glass. 13 points for Alston.
Mike Papp, right side, go to Pickard, sends it back to Papp. Rayburn, inside, Wadowski back out to Papp. Rayburn again, Bethel Park trying to find an opening in there. Pickard, a runner. No. Punched up in the air. Rayburn had it, lost it. Alston, fast break. Knox. Lay in. He tried to avoid Mike Papp, but couldn't get all the way around him. And Knox has picked up his third whistle of the game.
No question about that call. Mike Papp knew what he was going to do as soon as he saw Knox flying down. What a long pass by Papp.
Blocked by Alston out of bounds. And he lets out a yelp as he rejected that shot by Andy Vukela inside.
What a block, athletic move by Alston. What a great block.
Now, the pass inbound stolen for a moment. Alston had it. Knox couldn't save it. And Rayburn is out front. Papp. Wadowski. Got it.
Wadowski having the game of his life. What a tremendous performance so far. 14 points for Wadowski.
He is in the Palumbo zone.
Well, we've seen that numerous times in this WPIAL playoffs where one guy just steps up and has a tremendous game.
Here's a step-up jumper missed by Turner. Might have been partially nicked. And the rebound comes loose, and Bethel Park is on the fast break run. Papp skipping low and getting it. Great body control running down the lane.
I tell you, when you see Papp with that ball, you know he's going to go to the basket. He does not pull up and shoot many jump shots, so they got to be aware of that, Albert Gallatin.
Now Mark Marshall getting hammered. And as he goes in, or check that, Nate Turner, I should say, getting pounded to the floorboards, and a foul called against the Black Hawks. Take another look at it.
Yeah, Rayburn tried to pick up a charge, Chris. A little bit late. He was moving in. Turner ran him over, but he steps to the line.
That's Rayburn's 4th personal foul. And going to the line for the first time tonight, Nate Turner knocks down that one. He has 5 points on the evening. But back to Nate Rayburn, his 4th personal foul, and only the 2nd team foul of the half. But Rayburn is going to have to go to the Pines.
Well, Stewart comes in for him, and Rayburn and Stewart for Bethel Park are almost clones of each other. They play so hard. They're very physical players, and they use up their fouls. They get their money's worth.
Nate Turner goes 2 for 2. Albert Gallatin leads by 6. Pickard into the paint, back out to Papp. Papp wants a 3-ball. Line driver. Oh, almost got the roll in and missed. But Vukela will keep it alive. Out front to Pickard again. They'll drive low. Scoop-de-doop, no. And the rebound taken by Turner out to Alston. He'll lose the ball. Stolen by Mike Papp. Pickard inside. Up the glass!
Great action, great steal. Mike Papp with a beautiful dish to Pickard, and he finished it. That's his first 2 points of the game, Pickard.
Wow. Can you believe that? 45-41, Albert Gallatin. Turning, hanging, and firing, and missing is Nate Turner. And Bethel Park comes away with a rock. Andy Vukela.
You know, you look at Albert Gallatin and you say, boy, that's a questionable shot, maybe a little too quick, but they like to play this way. They really do. They don't mind taking some questionable shots, or they don't mind turning the ball over once in a while.
Vukela went in leading with the elbow, no whistle. Ball missed and rebounded by Jawan Alston. And now Nate Turner dribbling over the timeline in front of us. 3:18 to play. We're in the third period. Out front, Anthony Stevenson has checked back in. Here's a jumper from inside the foul line, missed by Jawan Alston. Fast break, Bethel Park. They're going to go low with it, and the shot by Vukela's blocked. Cromwell comes out with it, and we've got a foul. This is a late whistle here. What's up? Oh, we have an injured player back at the other end of the floor.
That's Vukela. He's hurting.
Let's take another look on the Comcast DVR Instant Replay. Boy, Mark Marshall and Jawan Alston both went after him. I think it was Marshall who got him, and he came down hard on the shoulder.
Looked like a little contact there after the
I think it looked like a lot of contact, Coach.
Referees are letting them play. Fans aren't always happy, but, you know, as a fan, you kind of like to see, let the players decide this game with some physical play. A little on both ends, as long as they call it consistently on both ends.
Yeah, as long as it's even, you're right. Nate Turner now, 9.8 points, 7 rebounds a ball game on average this season. Turner gets it out to Stevenson. Stevenson cutting down the middle, popping it off the rim. Vukela, or check that I should say, rather, Wadowski saves it. Pap runs the floor. Pass over to the left side. Joe Vick has come back in, but he traveled with the basketball, and Bethel Park turns it over.
Yeah, no question about that call. He tried to move a little too fast. Mike Pap just really trying to penetrate just about every trip down the floor.
Foul run down the right, and a miss. And they're going to take it back the other way, and again, bodies fall to the floor.
That's Anthony Stevenson. Anthony Stevenson that time with the foul, a little trip. Four-point lead right now. Bethel Park take their time, try to get that ball inside. There it is.
Rumbling down the lane and getting it to go. Andy Vukela uses that backboard.
15 points for Andy Vukela, Chris. He's having a good half. Wadowski and Vukela is scoring at will on Albert Gallatin.
Trying to send a pass over the back door, and Cromwell had to save it. Fires a shot, misses, goes after the rebound, is fouled.
Nice hustle that time by Cromwell. He shot it, he knew it was short, so he attacked that glass right away. That's called following your shot. You'll hear coaches always yell at their players, follow your shot. Did it perfectly that time, Cromwell.
Looping inbound, Alston to the foul line, drains it.
And that's Alston's shot. When he gets inside that key area, he's excellent. Not a three-point shooter. You get him in that lane, he's deadly.
15 points for Jawan Alston, and it's a 4-point Albert Gallatin lead. 1:38 to play, third quarter. Pap looked like he was going to pull up. He goes to Pickard instead. Wadowski trying to send it from 10, missed it. Ball loose out front. Pap going low. Stewart shot blocked by Alston. He'll try it again. Alston got another piece of it, and finally it's taken away by Albert Gallatin. Stevenson pulls and shoots, and it's an air ball. And we have a foul on the rebound attempt.
Vukela on a push that time. I think he pushed Cromwell.
Larry Taddeo making the call on Andy Vukela. That's going to be his second personal. Team foul number 4 of the half against the Black Hawks. Jeff Stewart trots out. Back in will be Joe Vick.
So a lot of physical play in this game. I love it. This is great to watch.
Cromwell off the window, no, and contact between he and Pickard, and no whistle, and Pap comes away dribbling. Now we have contact down front, and the whistle's going to blow against Anthony Stevenson before that shot. Stevenson picks up his second personal. That is the fourth foul against the club. 1:04 to go. Time winding as Bethel Park brings it back into play. Joe Behak out front. Tim Pickard fakes a long pass. Goes to Behak. Now Pap on the right wing. No look pass inside. Wadowski!
I tell you, Wadowski, that's a tough shot because he's got Alston coming out of him, who's a tremendous shot blocker. But Wadowski's taking it right to him.
16 points now for Alex Wadowski, the 6'3" forward. Here's a jumper from the left corner. It's missed out of bounds. There's going to be Bethel Park's ball. It looked like it came off of Juwan Alston, off of Mark Marshall's missed shot, but Albert Gallatin's going to end up with it.
Albert Gallatin's ball. Fans didn't like it. A lot of action. It's hard to see inside, boy. I tell you, a lot of action in there. Very, very physical game. Albert Gallatin's cooling off a little bit from the outside.
McGurko passing over to the right side wing. Cromwell, a runner, too hard. And it's Pickard coming down with the ball and a whistle in the backcourt. And it's going to be against Aaron Cromwell.
And Dan Andrea, I don't think you like that shot selection that time by Cromwell. And then Cromwell tops it off by getting the second foul there. That was a little bit of a force that time. I was looking up there when he took that shot. I thought maybe the quarter was ending because that was that kind of shot he took.
Not quite. Still 24 and a half ticks left in the period. We're in the third. Chris Shovlin, Jim Elias, our Comcastic crew from Comcast on demand here at the A.J. Palumbo Center in Pittsburgh tonight.
Chris, it'd almost be perfect if this game would go into the fourth quarter as a tie. You just know it's going down to the wire like almost all the other games have.
Well, we saw West Allegheny win a double overtime game over Char Valley. This one's starting to set up like that, isn't it?
Oh, Pickard's wide open here.
Drains it! Bethel Park with a three before the buzzer. Takes a 1-point lead, 48-47 at the end of the third period of play, Jimmy.
And Pickard's the kind of guy, once he makes a hoop like that, he'll get going. He scores in streaks. And that was a great shot. There was a mistake there by Albert Gallatin. Left him wide open.
And did he wake up the Thunder from up above this floor? Wow. Accommodations for today's telecast provided by the Radisson Hotel Pittsburgh Greentree. When planning your next business meeting, consider the Radisson Pittsburgh Greentree with over 30,000 feet of flexible meeting and banquet space. They can accommodate all your business needs. 412-922-8400 or visit them online at radisson.com. On Comcast On Demand right now, see the magnificent wonders of polar bears as our cameras give you a close-up look at Pittsburgh Zoo's newest residents. Go to Your Town, the Your Town folder on demand, and order polar bears. Only on Comcast On Demand in the Your Town folder. Well, we have Colonials, we have Black Hawks, we have polar bears all here in Pittsburgh. At the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium on Comcast On Demand.
Hey, did I see that the polar bears can swim 70 miles an hour underwater?
That's why I stay out of the Arctic Ocean.
I'll tell you what, Chris, this is a tremendous game.
Bethel Park cheerleaders loving every minute of it right now as their team is taking the lead, 48-47. We start the fourth period.
And Bethel Park that time with a three, but they've had the majority of their points inside tonight and scoring over Alston. He's blocked quite a few shots, but not enough.
Pickard drives in, Behak, and now Pap. There's Vukela. Back out front, Pap. Bethel Park's going to get patient here, Jim.
Yeah, they are. They're going to hold that ball and take good shots, and that's what Mike Mastriani will do. He loves to milk that clock when he gets a lead.
Both these teams very, very well coached.
They are definitely well coached.
Three ball. Looked like it was going to go. Bounced off the back rim. Behak now a fast break. Nate Turner had the ball not close, but Albert Gallatin will get to keep.
Nice fast break by Nate Turner. One-man break. Pushed it up the floor. He had Mike Papp standing under the basket. Mike Papp is a brave man. He was going to take a charge that time on Turner, but the ball was blocked out of bounds first.
That would have been a heavy blow.
Woo.
Turner, a 6'6" forward. He's all muscle. Screen for Alston. Three-point shot, Jawan Alston.
Again, star players come up big in the fourth quarter. Big three.
Pap the follow after Alston just scored his 18th. Pap drained that one and answered the call.
And these are two guys, Pap and Alston, who are not known for their outside shooting. They both hit two big threes here.
Pap just drained his 8th point, and it's Bethel Park by 1. Turner, rubbing into the lane, and he gets the finger roll in.
This action is fantastic action, end to end.
Turner got his 8th. And here's a block by Alston on the turnaround hook by Bukella, but Bethel Park gets to save it. Pickard running low, using his body to block the path of the ball, and he got right off the window, and the kiss goes down. Pickard's 7th point of the game.
And there's a steal by Pap, Chris.
He could not bring it in though, Jim. And it will be Albert Gallatin's ball. And Pap is just giving all of it here on this floor.
He always does. Unbelievable performer. What a competitor. And the stars are coming up big for both teams tonight. The guys that they count on all year, they're doing it again here in the fourth quarter.
Here's another look at Pap, and look at the hustle. It just dribbled off of his knee and out of bounds. And is this one electric room or what?
Oh, this is the greatest. I tell you, you can't beat this. High school basketball at its best right now. Quad A championship game. 1-point game. This is going to go down to the wire. There's no doubt about it.
I'm trying to figure out whose school colors are those. We've got pink and lime green.
I believe that's Albert Gallatin. They are a colorful bunch.
We know the black and orange.
And that's the Bethel Park faithful. Two huge turnouts for both schools. Huge.
Is anybody home in the South Hills? We're down in Masontown tonight. 6:17 to play. Ball deflected out of bounds. Albert Gallatin gets the keep because Pickard couldn't keep his balance. All 5 guys on both sides when they're in the game are giving everything they have.
No, absolutely. And that's what's fun. You watch these guys, their heart and soul.
The inbound to the half-court line. Turner runs into a trap. Saves the ball. Needs help, though. Finds it. Knocks. No. Alston, yes.
Alston, excellent offensive rebound and the finish. And he is coming up big with 20 points tonight.
A runner by Pap, and it rims around and goes in.
Mike Pap just doing it all right now. He's looking to attack that basket. He picks up his 10th point for Bethel Park. This is going back and forth.
Bethel Park leads by 1, 55-54. Here's a runner way off the top of the glass, and it just skimmed the window and came down to Jawan Alston. He mishandled it, but it touched the Bethel Park player on its way out of bounds.
Yeah, he mishandled it because Mike Pap stuck his hand in there. Great hands by Mike Pap. Saved 2 points for Bethel Park.
The Black Hawks lead by 1. 5:38 to play. Another WPIAL Championship game coming down to the finish.
Chris Bukella had to come out of the game. He is so tired right now, but he'll be back in shortly, I'm sure.
Jump hook, rolls in, good for Nate Turner.
Oh, what a drop by Nate Turner. He's not afraid to take the big shot. Beautiful drive, nice jump hook, kissed it off the glass. Right now, neither team can stop each other.
Here's another look. Turner using that left shoulder to shield away the defender and getting the popper with the right hand. 3-point play. 57-55. Albert Gallatin. Turner with 8 points now. Pickard slips, trips. Did he maintain his dribble? No, he doubled it.
Yeah, that ball hit the ground. He picked it up and he slammed it off the ground by accident. And that is a double dribble. That's a good call.
Marshall to inbound if he can find a man. And looked like Nate Turner got rolled up on, and he went down on his backside. I think he was just trying to get a little breathing time.
Yeah,
but he's going to limp a little bit, though, Jim.
Yep. I wonder if he has cramps.
Timeout called by Albert Gallatin. 5:25 to go in the ball game.
I can tell you this, if Mike Mastriani and Bethel Park get into the lead, Chris, they will sit on that ball and they'll make Albert Gallatin chase him. That's what he does. He likes to do that, but first you got to get into the lead.
Well, I'm looking at that, guys. Is that hair or is that a hair piece? I can't tell, but whatever it is, that fan needs to get to Supercuts. Call 1-800-SUPERCUTS for call-ahead service in your nearest location. Supercuts, the appearance specialists, and I think that case might be an emergency.
Why are you so jealous? What's wrong with that hair?
I need some of that stuff.
Absolutely. I wish I had that. I don't care what it looks like as long as I had some.
The folks behind me wish I had some of it too. The glare off of the lights.
I think we're double teaming them here, Chris.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Supercuts will do you up nice.
Wonder if they'll give me half off because I got less hair.
Look what they're showing on TV.
I wish they'd cover that up.
Cover that up. That's obscene. Pat, steal, Pickard, drive, no foul.
What'd you say that first part? Pap still. Again, Mike Pap, unbelievable hands. He's incredible at stealing that ball, makes a beautiful pass. Pickard starting to heat up a little bit, takes it to the hole. Nate Turner, Chris, that's his 4th foul. He's not going to come out of the game now, though, with 5:20 left in this game.
6 team fouls called against Albert Gallatin. There is Tim Pickard.
It's unusual. Tim Pickard missed a foul shot.
7 points, 4 boards. That was his first try from the line tonight.
He's a guy that gets to the line a lot because he's always driving to the basket, and he hangs in the air. He does some acrobatic stuff.
Second shot is good. Oh, man, what a game.
Oh, it is unbelievable. And this has been this way since the opening jump. It's been intense, a lot of action. Bethel Park's playing fast as Albert Gallatin. Usually Bethel Park would try to make it ugly, but Albert Gallatin wouldn't let him play slow. And it's become a fast game, and it's going to finish this way also.
And remember, early in the game, Bethel Park got down by double digits. Albert Gallatin looked like they were going to run away with it, but Bethel Park turned up the defensive heat, and that's how they have climbed back into this fray.
And that's not good hands again by Mike Pap. I'd like to know how many balls he has deflected tonight.
Inbound will come from Mike Marshall in front of our table. Gets it in quickly to Ricky Knox. He lunges into the lane, tries to fire a fader, but is fouled on the play. I don't know if they got him before the shot or on the shot. Larry Taddeo will trot to the half-court table, and he'll make the call, and it's against Alex Wadowski.
I think he called it before the shot, but a real nice drive that time by Knox. He took it hard to the hole. Very strong, very athletic.
Alex Wadowski picks up his second personal foul, team foul 6. Long shot off the mark for Alston. Back the other way they come, the Bethel Park Black Hawks. Pap finds a man low. That's Pickard trying to go back door to Vukela. Deflected ball. Came off the backboard. And now it's taken away by Albert Gallatin. Alston and Marshall. Right side it'll go. Losing the ball is Cromwell. And the Blackhawks touch last. So Albert Gallatin will have an inbound coming from the end of their bench.
The one thing about Albert Gallatin, they kind of sometimes lose track of Alston. He doesn't get enough touches sometimes. Right at this juncture of the game, you probably want to get the ball in his hands.
Here's Alston now. Marshall, pull up. No. Rebound. Wadowski of Bethel Park. Fast break the other way. Joe Behek. Out front to Pap. Inside it goes. Shot blocked by Alston. And they're going to call a foul. No block. A foul as Andy Vukela trying to lean in on him. That's going to be Alston's 3rd personal foul of this game.
Great block. Let's see if there's some contact with the body on that one. Here he is. Good position.
I don't know.
The way this game's being called, I don't think you should call that. I mean, the rest of the game, there's been a lot of those type of plays. They haven't called it, and now they make the call.
Vukela at the line with the crowd yelling at him. Gets it. 57 all. 4:26 to go. I'll tell you what, Jim. The WPIAL could not have written a better script for the 8 games that we've seen here at the Palumbo Center this weekend.
It has been unbelievable action. The crowds have really, really enjoyed it. I'm almost sorry it's almost going to be over.
I know. The last of the 8 games, the last title up for grabs. Bethel Park wants it, and they lead 58-57. Albert Gallatin, they say they want it. They've got the ball. And an acrobatic save by Stevenson at the timeline. And a foul whistle blows. And again, Mark Marshall's going to get down in a heap.
Mike Papp that time on the wrist. That's his 3rd foul for Mike Papp.
7th team foul. Both teams are in the bonus now the rest of the way. Here's a look at Pickard. Down to the free throw line. It's going to be Anthony Stevenson, the 5'9" guard. Stevenson has given Coach Dan Andrea some pretty good minutes tonight.
Stevenson's got good quickness, and he's a good penetrator. And the kind of pressure Bethel Park's putting on, you need a guy like Stevenson to take that ball to the rack, and he's done a good job doing that tonight.
Couldn't get the free throw, though. And it's still a Bethel Park lead of 1. 4:07 left.
You watch Bethel Park, they get like a 3 or 5 point lead. It may be even happening now. They will pull the ball out and run time off that clock and take nothing but layups.
Papp.
Now don't take this shot. That's a good wide open shot.
Pickard for 15, drains it. A 3-point Black Hawk lead. 60-57. Pickard with his 10th point of the game. Alston, backdoor. What a beautiful assist that was by Alston. Aaron Cromwell driving down low, making the catch and getting the score for his 10th point.
Cromwell knows Alston so well. They played together so long. As soon as Alston got that ball, Cromwell immediately cut to the hoop. He knows Alston sees him. He's going to fire the pass in. Gorgeous assist by Alston. He's showing what he can do.
Albert Gallatin beat North Allegheny, Moon, and Pine Richland to get here to the Palumbo Center to play for the championship of the WPIAL's Quad A classification.
Yeah, once they beat Moon, boy, you could just see their confidence shoot up, because Moon was actually the #1 rated team.
Bounce pass low, Vukela inside out. Wadowski, jump hook, blocked by Alston. Wadowski gets it back, sends it back outside to reset. Moon was the 3-time champion of Class AAA basketball before moving up into Quad A ball this year. And Pickard runs down the lane and gets a lay-in. 62-59, Bethel Park leads. And a foul here at the half-court stripe.
Yeah, Joe Vehicle on a reach-in right in front of us there. That's an easy call. But Pickard just, he's taking over this game here in the 4th quarter. And here's the foul right here. Definite call. No question about that one.
Had to call that one.
You know, Pickard struggled, Chris. He didn't score at all in the first half. Not much in his 3rd quarter either. He's gotten most of his points, majority of his points in the 4th quarter, like a great player does.
Front rim free throw. Buddy keeps it alive. Turner trying to throw it in, and it comes out, and again, bodies flying over the table. Tim Pickard, right off to our left, came sailing into the desk.
Now, that's what you do in the Quad A championship. You give up that body. Pickard gave his body up, dove over the table here. What an effort by Bethel Park. Both teams just giving it all. This is going to be sad to see somebody lose this game, Chris. I'll tell you, I'll feel bad for whoever loses this game.
He just clobbered 2 of our stats people.
That's okay. They're tough guys.
And Mark and Andrea, the tough guy and girl. Long shot outside is good. Nate Turner.
Nate Turner is not afraid to take the big shot. You'd think that Albert Gallatin would try to get the ball inside to Alston, but now another block by Alston.
Alston rejected the shot by Pickard as we're tied at 62.
Alston.
4th block of the game for Jawan Alston.
Alston's going to try and block anything that comes inside the rest of this game. What a tremendous, watch the replay on this. Watch how high he gets up. Watch the timing. Boom.
Oh, did he smack that leather. Papp inside the paint, back out. Rayburn back in. Remember, he has foul trouble. 4 personals called against him.
I can tell you that Bethel Park will still keep trying to get the ball inside. They don't care about those blocks.
Papp, handoff, Pickard, up fake. Deals. Whoa, couldn't get the roll on the iron that time. It was that close. And we've got a foul call.
Turner. This is big, Chris. This is big.
He will foul out Jim with 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the game. And Turner, oh man, he's feeling it.
Yeah.
He is feeling it.
You know, when he went out in the first half, Chris, when he went out in the first half, Albert Gallatin kind of fell apart, and that's when Bethel Park made their move. And now they're going to have to play without him for the next 2 minutes and 11 seconds. This is going to be difficult for Albert Gallatin. Watch the big guy take over.
Nate Turner, 14 points, 3 boards, is done for the night with 2:11 to go. Pickard, first shot up and good. That's his 13th point of the game.
Pickard has taken over this fourth quarter here for Bethel Park. He's being much more offensive minded, and he's converting now.
Bethel Park leads by 1. They lead by 2. 64-62 as Pickard nails another.
Alston's may have to pull this game out. He's going to have to be the man. He's going to drive to the hoop right here.
Takes it low, throws it up. No, but a foul. And he took some punishment as well. He's got to be used to it. He has the target on his back on this
No,
club.
he does. He does. You almost have to double team him out here at half court. You don't want to let him get too deep. Once he gets toward that three-point line, he's going to go to the basket, and he jumps too high, and he's got too much body control. It's hard to pick up a charge on him. I try to make him give it up out here at half court. Make somebody else beat you.
Jawan Alston will have 2 shots from the line. The all-time leading scorer in Albert Gallatin basketball history as you see him run to the rack and get pounded.
Who was that foul on, Chris? Did you get that? Because I looked on the replay, but Pickard had a real nice block on that.
It was Pickard's 3rd.
Wow. His hand was on that ball.
Pickard's 3rd, and a miss by Jawan.
This is no time to missing foul shots. A lot of pressure on these young kids, but Alston's used to it.
He's hit only 1 of 3.
That's off.
And he won't get that one either. Wadowski with a rebound. 2 minutes to play in the game. Bethel by 2.
1-3-1 zone defense. Albert Gallatin's not going to let Bethel Park hold that ball.
Wide open right side. Rayburn bounces low. Wadowski off the window too hard. Putback is there. It rolls off. Couldn't go for Bukella. And finally Albert Gallatin clears it.
2 big misses that time inside by Bethel Park. This could be big right here.
Alston picked up his 10th rebound. He's got another double-double. Off the glass, the banker is too much. Marshall couldn't get it. And Bethel Park finds it, loses it. Alston gets it back on the pass from Eric Cromwell, and is fouled on the play. And again, he goes to the stripe with 1:25 remaining in the ball game.
That time Pickard a little careless with that basketball. Had it picked off. That's unusual. He doesn't turn the ball over too much.
I don't know how Eric Cromwell came up with that ball, but he is so alert.
These are big foul shots. Alston's struggling from the line right now. He's only 1 out of 4.
Make it 2 out of 5 as he makes it a 1-point game.
Photo finish again. This is unbelievable.
85 seconds left. Second shot, no good. Fight for the basketball. Pickard comes up with it and is trampled.
Knox.
And it's going to be Ricky Knox.
Ricky Knox in foul trouble. That's his 4th now. And he's holding that. I don't know if he lost a tooth or just got hit in the mouth. No, he didn't lose a tooth. Looked like he was holding something in his hand.
He might be bleeding.
Maybe it might be a contact lens.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, he's over there on the sideline right now.
Yep, he's looking for water. Their contact lens came popping out.
Nah, he's spitting the water out.
Well, maybe he did
Blood.
take a
I got
shot
a
to
little blood
the
in the
grill.
mouth. Yep.
At the other end of the floor, it's going to be Tim Pickard. Oh, he's got a bloody lip, Jim.
Yeah, Knox a tough kid. That's nothing to him. Tough kid.
Timeout has been called. Bethel Park leads by 2, 65-63. Mike Mastriani has a WPIAL title at Quaker Valley as the Bethel Park fans look on. He's looking for a second one here tonight. Perry Harrop, Mike Weir, DJ Gambridge, and Andrew Sangaris are his assistants. And Dan Andrea would love nothing better than for Albert Gallatin to get a title. Sean Clemmer and Bill Broda help him out on the bench.
Yeah,
Both of these teams came in as second place finishers in their section. but they have earned the right to play for the title in Quad A tonight.
Yeah, they sure have. Both of them just tremendous performance and not letting anybody down. But right now, Albert Gallatin, if they lose this game, they could look no further than that foul line. 9 for 18 from the free-throw line. That really hurts in a big, close game like this.
50% does not get it done in big games. You're right, Coach. You've got to be above 70, maybe 74%, 75%, somewhere in there if you're going to pull off wins.
Absolutely. And now Bethel Park's going to get a chance with Tim Pickard going to the line, and he's been pretty good from the line tonight. Missed a couple early, but he's starting to drain them now.
Pickard has 10 points in this quarter and has scored 7 of the last 10 Bethel Park tallies. He's short on that one.
Oh, look at that steal.
Oh, Cromwell had the rebound and it was stolen away by Joe Vihek. That is patent Bethel Park basketball.
Yeah, he learned that from Pap. Sneak up behind and steal the ball.
Cross-court pass, Pickard. Runs into a trap and is fouled by Ricky Knox.
And Pickard will get to go to the line again. And there's another loss for Albert Gallatin. Ricky Knox with his 5th foul. So if this game goes into overtime, advantage definitely for Bethel Park.
4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for Ricky Knox on the game, and he is done for the day.
Go ahead, Chris, I'm sorry.
Second Albert Gallatin Colonial, Jim, as you said, to foul out. Turner and Knox are now gone. You're right.
Yeah, I was going to say Albert Gallatin right now, very, very small. Other than Allstate at 6'8", we're playing with 3 guards, and Cromwell plays like he's 6'4", but he's really a guard.
Pickard, a big free throw, makes it a 3-point advantage. Can he make it a 2-possession game with 1:06 to go? He did. 67-63, Bethel Park. Albert Gallatin needs to get a score.
They're going to try to get that ball into Austin in the center of this zone. Bethel Park in a zone.
Austin right wing, threw the ball away. A dive, Pickard, it hit McGurko and bounced off of him out of bounds. Bethel Park gets it with 52 seconds left in the game. They're up by 4 points.
And Pickard made a dive at half court. Excellent effort. Caught a break when the ball went off of McGurko, off his foot, out of bounds.
12 of the 17 points Pickard has scored are in this period. And look at him playing some defense too.
Giving up the body, boy. That's what it takes to win. You got to give up that body.
43 seconds left. Bethel by 4. Foul called. Pickard will go to the line from Mark Marshall.
They had to foul somebody with the ball. Bethel Park was smart enough to get it into Pickard's hands. That's who the guy they want shooting these fouls.
2 personals on Mark Marshall. 40 and 6/10 seconds to go. Pickard looking serious and looking at that rim and firing it through.
Pickard very confident right now at the line. I'd be surprised if he misses a foul shot the rest of the way.
68-63, a 5-point game. And he hit the rim on that one. McGurko gets the long rebound at the foul line and dribbles up the floor. Quickly, they need a shot, Albert Gallatin does.
Alston can get it off from 3.
And he fired it, but it was long. The ball is loose, picked up by Wadowski. Long pass up the floor, stolen by McGurko. He trips and falls. Ball is out of bounds. Who's going to get it? It will be Albert Gallatin's basketball.
Yep, great effort by both guys giving up the body. McGurko, tough kid also. Bukala giving up the body. It's hard to see who that ball went off of. Look at this effort by both guys, Chris. Look at this.
Definitely
Excellent
off of
call.
Bukala.
Excellent call by the official.
It was a great call. The right call. McGurko and Marshall. Double team. Marshall fires it with 8 seconds left. Bethel Park rebounds it. They have a 5-point lead. They have the ball. They have the crowd going crazy.
And they are celebrating in Bethel Park right now. Look at the Bethel Park fans. Look at these fans are going crazy here. What a great moment for Bethel Park. They deserve this one.
They have gutted it out. They were down by double figures. in the first half of the game, and it looked like Albert Gallatin was going to run away with it, but Bethel Park brought the defense and turned up the gas. Wadowski goes to the free throw line, and what a monster he's been on the backboard. He has 5 rebounds in this quarter, 9 for the game, but he'll miss the free throw.
And how about his scoring tonight? He was incredible, especially early in the game when they really needed him.
Second shot, no. Rebound, Cromwell. Half-court shot, no. That ends the ball game. Bethel Park wins the WPIAL Quad A Championship. What a finish for the Bethel Park Black Hawks. 68-63. They win the title here tonight at the A.J. Palumbo Center in Pittsburgh. Tim Pickard. What a night for him. Great effort for Mike Papp. Mike Mastriani wins his second WPIAL title as a head coach.
And just a terrific team performance. Boy, a lot of the guys came out big tonight for Bethel Park, and they needed every one of them to come out big against this tough Albert Gallatin team. Very talented team. A little bit marred there by foul trouble. And anytime Nate Turner went out of the game, Albert Gallatin seemed to struggle. He's a key guy, and Bethel Park made him pay for it.
2 solid ball clubs, and I'll tell you something. I love the way this Albert Gallatin team plays, Jimmy.
Oh, they're fun to watch. This is the 3rd time I've seen them play, and I'm so impressed with them. And you know, they have nothing to be ashamed of, and I think they're going to do a great job in the state playoffs.
Mike Mastriani and his WPIAL champion Bethel Park Black Hawks getting set to line up on the foul line off to our right. Albert Gallatin will get the silver medals and trophy. And wow, did this place just erupt when they knew it was in the bag for the Black Hawks of Bethel Park.
Oh, they sure did. This is just a great atmosphere. This is great for the community. Mike Mastriani, every place he goes, he wins, Chris. He's an excellent coach. I think he's one of the top coaches in the WPIAL, without a doubt. And I'm happy for Mike. Mike's an old friend of mine. He used to work my basketball camp, actually, at Robert Morris when he first started out as a young man before he started coaching.
How about Tim Pickard? He had 18 second-half points, 13 of those in the 4th period of play. You talk about guys stepping up to win a ball game. And he was 7 of 10 from the free throw stripe as well. 3 of 4 from the field in the late going.
Yeah, if you've seen Tim Pickard play at all this year, it doesn't surprise you. That's the kind of player he is. And he was just absolutely incredible. He scored almost all the points in the 4th quarter. I don't remember anybody else, a whole lot of guys scoring a whole lot of points in the 4th quarter other than Tim Pickard.
Blackhawks celebrating their victory here tonight. What a moment it is for these young men.
So
and
emotional.
for the entire community, really, when you get down to it, everybody shares in these victories. The school district, the community. Wow, the South Hills are just bubbling tonight, thanks to the Blackhawks of Bethel Park and that tremendous effort.
You know, they were the preseason #1 ranked team. They faltered a little bit. Moon took over #1 early in the year, but later in the year, but Bethel Park actually started playing their best basketball about 2.5 weeks ago, and they've just continued it through the playoffs.
And Moon won the last 3 WPIAL AAA titles. They stepped up in class this year and took over as we go to Randy Cosgrove, who takes over the announcing of the awarding of the silver medals.
Number 42, C.J. Diamond. Number 24, Dane Zerniak. Number 30, Bubba Dotson. Number 3, Anthony Stevenson. Number 5, Jake McGurko. Number 4, Aaron Cromwell. 15, Ricky Knox. Number 35, Mark Marshall. Number 23, Nate Turner. 32, Joanne Alston. Assistant coach, Sean Clemmer. Assistant coach, Bill Broda. The scorekeeper, Dan Andrea Jr. Manager, Termite Broda. The trainer, Jeremy Urkel. The athletic director, Dwayne DuPont. Principal, Joetta Britvich.
If you think not winning that WPIAL title doesn't affect you, all you have to do is look at the faces of those players for Albert Gallatin. They are sorely disappointed that they are not getting the gold here tonight. They are taking this in a very, very serious and deep fashion here. And Jim, hopefully what they'll do is use this to propel themselves deep into the PIAA tournament.
No, absolutely. These kids are resilient. They'll bounce back. It hurts a little while, but they'll get over it. And I just think they'll perform beautifully in the state playoffs.
They'll get the silver medals and the silver trophy, but they will play for another day. And I'm sure they're going to do some damage in that state tournament. There's no doubt about it. As Dan O'Neill of the WPIAL presents the trophy to tremendous players, Jawan Alston, and see all the others there, Ricky Knox and the seniors. And right now, let's swing it back over to Randy Cosgrove as the gold medals are set to be presented to the champions of Quad A basketball, Bethel Park.
Mike Mastriani with the gold medal presentations. Manager, Zane Heller. Manager, Mike Mastriani. Alex Edgar. Grant Warford. Jordan Westfall. Ryan Warren. Eric Olson. Number 30, James Barton. 54, Jim Meyer. Number 4, Shane Gilchrist. Number 50, Pete Brogan. Number 45, Milo Sizikov Kozacevic. Number 44, Nick Forson. 23, Shea Loftus. 33, Preston Panico. Number 24, Joe Viet. Number 10, Jeff Stewart. Number 12, Tim Picard. 13, Nate Rayburn. 3, Mike Papp. 42, Andy Bukella. Number 32, Alex Wadowski. Assistant coach, Andrew Zangaris. Assistant coach, DJ Gambridge. Assistant, Perry Harrop. Assistant, Mike Weir. The athletic director, Amy Williams. And the head coach of the champion Bethel Park Black Hawks, Mike Mastriani. At this time, with the seniors on the Bethel Park team, please come to center court. Seniors on the Bethel Park team, please come to center court.
Now the seniors for the Bethel Park Black Hawks, Jim, going out there for an extra special moment. Perhaps once in a lifetime. And not everybody gets to do this. They're hoisting the gold.
This is a great moment, something they'll never forget. They'll have reunions later on and talk about this season and how much fun they had. And there's nothing better than winning the WPIAL Championship, except maybe if you get to that state championship.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, this WPIAL event, I call it an event. It's just been fantastic.
Well, we used to talk so much about going and tasting the chocolate in Hershey, but now they're going to go to State College, play at the Bryce Jordan Center, and it's still, chocolate or not, you can buy Hershey bars in State College. Chocolate or not, it's going to taste sweet. Whoever gets to that championship game for the PIAA title, of course, that is the next goal.
Yeah, right. This is all. The rest of it's all gravy. This was the #1 goal right now, is to win this WPIAL championship. Can never take it away from Bethel Park.
WPIAL champions, the Bethel Park Black Hawks. All right, now let's take a look at our Comcast DVR instant replay. This is our super cut of the game. And guess who it is? Mike Papp slashing down the middle of the lane. A super cut down the middle of the court. And you can call 1-800-SUPER-CUTS for call-ahead service and your nearest Supercuts location. Supercuts, they are the appearance specialist. Mike Papp, 10 points, 7 rebounds tonight. Big numbers for Bethel Park. Tim Pickard, 18 points, 5 boards. All of his numbers, Jim, came in the second half of play.
No, he struggled in the first half. He could not score. He was taking some shots, maybe a little questionable decisions on some of his shots, but that second half, he stepped up like he always does, and what a great job by Tim Pickard. It doesn't surprise me one bit.
15 points for Alex Wadowski, 17 for Andy Vukela, and right now we have head coach Mike Mastriani in our Comcast Coaches Corner. Mike, you're breathing a little easier now, aren't you?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm awfully excited. That was one of the greatest high school games I've been involved in. I've been coaching a number of years. That was just a very high-level game with 2 very high-level teams. I mean, to do that in a championship game is what it's all about. That was actually a treat tonight. Great high school basketball game.
Hey, Mike, I know a lot of people always say, well, Bethel Park likes to slow it down and control tempo, but you guys showed you can run with the big boys tonight.
It's actually opposite, and we try to keep that secret in-house. We're actually better if we go up and down. When we get slowed down, we actually get bogged down at times during the course of the game, but we are better up and down. So that, knowing that Albert Gallatin wanted to do that, I knew we'd have opportunities to get open court stuff tonight, and obviously we did. We hung around. I mean, Andy Vukela the first half, Mike Papp played a terrific floor game to keep us in the game when they shot the lights out, man. They made some great shots. They shot extremely well that first half.
Coach, you got down by double digits early, but really you turned up the steam after the intermission. Talk about what you said at halftime and what the thought was coming back out for the second half.
Well, in all honesty, we were only down 4 at half, and we actually felt real good. It wasn't one of our better halves, and we gave up a lot of points. We only gave up 44 for the game. And we had given up 37, so we only being down 4, I told our guys, you know, we had to crank it up on the defensive end. We actually had to rebound better. Our goal tonight was to box out first and rebound. We usually just rebound because we're real aggressive, but a team like Albert Gallatin, we had to go get some bodies. But I actually felt fine, and we were only down 4 with only playing maybe about 4 or 5 solid minutes that first half, and as well as they shot.
Mike, were you a little angry at halftime? You came out a little bit later than Albert Gallatin. I was wondering maybe if you were a little disappointed in your defense in that first half.
Oh, absolutely. We had a little talk at halftime. We actually talked about sliding some matchups, and you know, Alston is a very high-level player. He's a terrific player, but what makes him tough is that you have Turner, who's 6'5" and a great athlete, but they both can handle the ball. So you're seeing something that you usually don't see at the high school level. Usually you can go find those guys around the basket, but they obviously could put it on the floor, and that made our matchups difficult. So we were swinging between whether we had to go with our post guys away from the basket or trying to get our tween or some of our forwards that have better feet to go play them.
Mike, congratulations on your second title as a head coach. Great effort here tonight. Your Bethel Park Black Hawks really showed their stuff. 68-63, you're winners.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, good luck in the state tournament as well.
Thank
Mike
you.
Mastriani, the head coach, Chris Shovlin, Jim Elias. We're here courtside at the A.J. Palumbo Center. What a beautiful weekend it has been. If you love high school basketball, you had to be here. And if you weren't here, you had to be on demand with Comcast because we've got all the games.
Is there another game coming? We're still sitting here. Let's wait for another one.
We're going to go home and watch them on demand, just like you're doing right now. Thank you so much for joining us. We, on behalf of our entire Comcast crew, want to show you how much we appreciate that you've tuned in to these WPIAL basketball playoff games. All 8 of them on demand. We're going to keep them up for a whole year. So just keep watching. Just keep flipping the Your Town folder. Pick the game you want to watch. And they're always there for you. Just like Bethel Park and Albert Gallatin. They were there all night long for us. The Black Hawks end up pulling it out 68-63. They win the Quad A WPIAL Championship game. You can watch your favorite high school basketball